Hello, friends. Welcome to this week's devotional. We are wrapping up our series from getting consumers of the word, right, to being contributors, to being multipliers. And last week we talked about this really awesome resource called the Disciple Maker's Handbook, chapter 2, just kind of talking about what was Jesus's method for making disciples, right? And I went down this rabbit hole. I don't know if y'all go down these rabbit holes sometimes when you're doing research or doing devotionals. If you don't understand something, you like look at another resource, and then you look at another resource because you don't understand that and you're looking for other things. Anyway, I went down a rabbit hole and just started, and I got stuck on point number 1. So again, don't forget, our anchor verse was Matthew 28:19, therefore go and make disciples of all nations, where one of Jesus's methods, actually the first one, I got stuck on the first one. One of Jesus's methods was relationships. And what are we doing to foster relationships? What are we doing for our neighbors, right? That's what they're referred to as in the Bible, like, right? Like our friends, our neighbors, people in general, even strangers are technically neighbors, right? Like, so I found, there's new resources here in our Next Step Center that I would love for you guys to take a look at, because a lot of them look really cool. There's especially one like right here. It's Habits of the Household. That one looks really cool. I can't wait to dive into that one. But the one I ended up picking up, and I was like, ooh, that's cool. I'm really looking into relationships right now. This one is up on the shelf as well. It's BLESS. So bless, right? It's an acronym, 5 everyday ways to love on your neighbor and change the world. So I was like, wow, this sounds like a really cool, interesting book, perhaps talking about relationships. And so the acronym basically stands for begin with prayer, listen, eat, serve, and story. So I thought it would be really cool that we spend some time on this a little bit more throughout the week. I'm going to send you guys a screenshot of this in this week's breakdown email with all of the news. But I just wanted to spend some more time and just kind of acknowledge everyone. Thank you so much for participating. I loved everyone's comments. Y'all had some really great ideas as to how we can create multipliers. And I plan on making some of those happen. So just so y'all know, it didn't fall on deaf ears. I didn't just want you guys to like type up all of your ideas for nothing. I'm definitely going to, what I wanted was ideas, and you guys gave me some really great ones. So I plan on using a lot of them. And I wanted to announce this week's winner, Sherry Ryan. So we put everyone's names in a hat. We drew out a name. Now we've got a $10 Amazon gift card, and some resources. Remember, I talked last week again about just having resources for you guys. You guys want to do a devotional or just want to know certain, more about a certain subject. We have a ton of books and stuff like that. We are raffling off one of these that I just mentioned. We are raffling off one of these, the Disciple Maker's Handbook that I talked about last week. And I don't know if you guys were here last week when Dave Stone talked about a poem. It was a book that he mentioned in his sermon. He talked about a poem. It's called The Hound of Heaven. I ordered a couple copies of those, so I have one of those as well. So Sherry, you get to choose between an Amazon gift card or one of these 3 books and resources. So I am super excited to kick off a new sort of conversation, a new rotation of what we're going to talk about. And yeah, I can't wait to see you guys this weekend. We had a crazy weekend last weekend. Y'all remember, if y'all were around, it was a lot of pizzas, a lot of guests that we were serving, stuff like that. It was a long weekend, so we all know how those can be. And a lot of our friends were out of town, so we were pulling from different teams to make things work, and it just was such a great weekend. So I want to acknowledge you guys for just being awesome. Hope everyone's rested up. It's a little quiet around here today because we've just kicked off kids camp. So we had kids camp for a couple days, and then today started junior high over at GCU, and then next week and the week after that is going to be high school up in Flagstaff. So it's crazy couple of days around here, but it's awesome, and we can't do it because of you. We can't do it without you guys. Because of you, we're able to pull all of this off. So again, thank you guys so much. You're the best. See you this week.